My name's Nate Feliz. I'm from the band of Kaiti Valley. My village is called Shankawe, means valley to the east.
Oh, so we're out here at Scotts Valley, big time, and I want to ask my brother Nate a couple questions. The first question is, what does being an Indian man mean to you?
It means everything. It's who I am. It's my identity.
The next question is, what are you going to contribute to keeping the culture alive for the next 100 years?
Lighting the fire. My family, we've been dancing, living this way of life for some time now. I light my fire at least sometimes 2 to 3 days out of the week, for everybody that needs it. I don't do this just weekend stuff. I do this every day of my life.
Oh. Who molded culture for you when you were growing up?
Oh, I had a lot of teachers. I'd have to say one of my first teachers was Tom Ramos. I was probably 7, 8 years old when I was first introduced to Shake It. And he was really, and your dad was one of the guys that came and helped our tribe, to give us a blueprint of bringing and getting the language and the culture back to our people. And I'd have to say now, later on in life, would be Tubby Lovato. He's from Covelo and Paula. He's deceased now, but he was a great influence on my life.
Oh. What does being a warrior mean to you?
Being responsible, spiritual integrity, being who I say I am, living for the people instead of myself, never taking nothing, standing up for what's right. We have a lot of stuff going on in all the tribes, a lot of genocide on our own people. And I stand for my kids myself. I live my life for my kids. Part of being a warrior is being responsible, being a great role model, I should say. Not drinking, not doing drugs, really living that lifestyle. Not just, oh, I'm gonna go over here and do this on this day and they'd be drunk during the week. We have to have spiritual integrity. That's what a warrior means to me. It's showing up for my kids, being that guy. So my kids, Native Americans, we get lost in the cracks because they look at us, society looks at us as drunks and alcoholics. I'm trying to change that by showing my kids that singing, dancing, starting that fire, really being who I say I am. Not just when people are watching, but all the time. That's what it boils down to. I think that's what a warrior is to me.
Oh. So the next question is, what are some of the challenges that our Native youth face today?
Oh man, we have so many things going on with the youth. We have gangs, we have drugs and alcohol on a whole nother level, pharmaceutical drugs now, stuff that we didn't have to deal with, teen suicide. Just the self-esteem of the kids is really low because, like I said, they don't have nobody to look up to. A lot of people don't know this, but like I try to, I have a friend that plays in the NBA, and he just signed a contract over in Europe. I told him, you have to be the face of the Native American. I know that's a big burden to weigh on you, but we don't have no role models. And this is what they're looking to. They're looking to sports, basketball, baseball, football. But what it really should be about is language, songs, but start out with the grassroots. Everybody wants to dance the hawk feathers and the eagle feathers, but I remember when we was growing up, you started out with turkey. You know what I mean? And there's a certain stage where you got to start. You can't have everything given to you. There's a certain protocol that you have to take. You got to crawl just like a baby, an infant. You want them to crawl before they walk. Because if they start walking, what happens? They bump into things. They make mistakes, they stub their toe or they bust their head. Something happens. Same with culture. Same with being with our youth. They're being taught to bad habits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have to be that influence.
All right, and the last question is, how do you apply the values and principles of culture in your daily life? Or did I ask that already?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. Well, what I'd say about principles and values, us as natives, we've learned these bad behaviors by the Europeans. we've been trying to put our language into English, and the English is very, very primitive. You can't even translate our meanings because ours was never a written language. It was always a lived language.
Yeah.
So I feel like lighting the fire, daily prayer, when you get up in the morning to be thankful for what the Creator has given us. You know, me, I'm thankful for my kids. That's how I start off my day, to get my kids ready, to go out and start their morning. And the principles is about honor, respect, integrity.
Yeah.
Integrity is lacking in our community, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. We can't grow if we don't start from just that first step of lighting that fire. Some people use match and this and that. Some use flint. You know, whatever is going to get you to where you need to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it's roundhouse, bear dance, or shake head. As long as you're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's, I'd have to say that.
Alrighty, brother. Thank you.
All right, brother.